Bonita Seagull.
Hi.
All right. Beautiful. It's so funny. My daughter comes over. She's wearing this a wonderful blanket, but it's not a blanket. It's a jacket blanket. It's when I was a kid, I had this soft blanket, and it feels just like that. Then you come over and then she's like, I know this person. I know that person from South Africa. We know the same people. I mean, let's face it, Jews,
Yeah,
it's like
that's what happens.
it's not a big family. It's a small,
the tribe.
everybody knows each other, no matter what part of the globe.
Oh, and there she is. I mean, look at her.
Yeah, there she is. My daughter's circling us with her camera. So we'll get into like who we know in a second, but here's the thing. I want to know your origin story. How did you get started in this, and what gave you the idea for this wonderful blanket? I mean, it's amazing, and the branding and how many different designs. Tell us the origin story, like where you're from and all that.
So I'm from South Africa.
Yeah,
immigrated 15 years ago. Joined my brother's company originally. It was called Hybrid Apparel. Don't know if you heard of it.
Yeah.
He sold the company a couple of years ago. At that time, I decided I'd hit the 10-year mark, and I was like, it's time for me to go and expand and do something new with my life. And I started a company. My idea was to build the first to market maternity brand. That's how this all started. I went out and I was like, I was pregnant, and I felt like at the time, the only thing I could buy for myself was something that looked like Martha Stewart designed it. And no bad on Martha Stewart, because she's like actually got some cool game going on now.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg and who knows.
Yeah. She always reinvents herself.
She's reinvented herself a lot of times.
Yeah.
So good for her. But I thought, I went out and I was like, what's cool? What's different? What's unique? I'm always looking for those ideas. And I realized that in the industry, you could buy a rock t-shirt like Rolling Stones, Def Leppard, all of this. But once you were pregnant, there was nothing for you in that world.
Right.
And so I went to all these different companies, merch companies, Bravado, Live Nation, everyone. And I pitched this idea of what if you gave me some licenses and I went out and built a brand around like moms who like to rock. And I called it VIP Mama.
Yeah.
Because now you're like VIP in your rock shirt.
Yeah.
And within 3 months, I built an entire collection. That's what I do. I'm a designer and a manufacturer and all of those in one. And I met with Kohl's because I had past relationships with them. And after a 10-minute meeting, they signed me on and they were going to build a shop within shop concept around my concept. And it was just pedal to the metal for a while. We were like, how do we get funding? What are we going to do? I mean, we didn't know it would happen this quickly.
Yeah.
And as quickly as it started, the bad news that it also ended, because about a week before my production was about to arrive, the CEO, Michael at the time, actually called me and said, I hate to be the one to tell you, but I wanted to be the one to tell you. I know like you've invested everything into this, but we're canceling everything. We're shutting down our maternity division. We're not closing down a lot of stores. We're just for the time being until further notice.
Yeah.
And I was like, but we have a contract. We have this, we have that. And he was like, well, in all contracts, there's a fine line that, nobody's really ever read. And it's the one with natural disasters and all of this. And this was a disaster, right? Like it was, well, not a disaster. What's the right word for it? It was a pandemic.
Right.
Everyone thought we were going to have a pandemic. And so as quickly as I invested my entire 401k into the business,
wow,
it was all gone overnight. My story, though, is that you get up and you start again and you reinvent yourself. And if you're not constantly reinventing yourself, you will fail. And then don't be a business owner. If you want to be a business owner, know that you might have to reinvent yourself 76 times.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's great. Like go work for someone, get a paycheck.
Right.
But nothing is easy when you have your own company. and I'm a hustler. And so we went out and we started something new and different. And that was, I knew retail, I knew licensing, and I merged and formed a company with the vice president of licensing at Live Nation.
Wow.
Her and I connected. We met through VIP
There's a
Mama.
concert promotion group.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we met through VIP Mama. So that was the silver lining that took us onto a new path. And that new path is where we are today. We have a licensing and branding agency. We represent over 220 different brands. And one of them is Airstream. When we signed on Airstream, they were like, how do you take our brand and turn it into a lifestyle brand? And I was like, give me some time, I'll get back.
You say Airstream, the trailers?
Yes.
Those beautiful silver shiny trailers.
95 years of history in a soldier.
Yeah.
And I went to the Airstream Museum and I went into the founder, Wally's, originally his owned first to market developed trailers, which sit in the museum now. And I looked at all the textile prints inside the trailers and I was like, oh my God, those are magnificent. And I took pictures of all of them. And I came back to my team and I was like, let's decide, what does Airstream mean in apparel and accessories? And we took some sleeping bags and we sat in my garage with a sewing machine and some innovative people. And we came up with repurposed, remade, recycled fashion made from sleeping bags.
Yeah.
So basically the style I'm wearing, this is called a streamer vest.
Is it okay if you stand up a little bit and just show us the body? Right. Okay. That's awesome.
So
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Like she just did a spin. You're like the perfect front woman for your.
Oh my God, thank you. I'd rather say that this girl should be.
Well, that's my daughter. She's nobody. I'm sorry. She's the best.
That's number one, right?
Yeah, my daughter's wearing this also for the people I can't see. She's wearing this. Just amazing. She came over here and just. How did you guys started talking? By the way, my daughter and you.
Another interesting woman, also Jewish, brought her.
Yeah, well, that's my daughter. 99.9. Oh, no, other than my daughter. Cheryl Steinberg.
Cheryl brought
I'm like a Jew magnet. Like like 15 feet away from us is another Jewish person that and we're in Utah, Mormon.
And
no matter where I go,
basically in 3 minutes, she heard me talking. She sussed me up and down, and she said, "What's your last name?" And I said Siegel, and she started speaking to me in Hebrew, like high-fiving. And
Staying Yiddish? You know Yiddish?
I know a bit of Yiddish.
And our mutual friend Mac Africa does.
Oh, she speaks Yiddish in every sentence. Yes.
Oh, really? I know a lot, but I don't know. She's probably better than I am.
Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past you.
I digress. Okay, so now let's go back.
So this style, right? I love the idea of like kimonos, like that you wear to the beach, but also kimono blankets.
Yours is like a tall robe, and then Sophia's wearing like people can't say is like a kimono, like you said.
We call it a componcho.
A componcho, yeah.
Componcho.
And
we also have another style. It's called a wanderlust wrap. It's a 3-in-1. It's a sleeping bag, a poncho, and a picnic blanket. But it's all comes wrapped in a reusable pillow. Blanket that's a pillow.
Yeah.
So this basically we took all of those prints. We put all of those prints onto our own styles. And now that family of the founder, their grandkids and children's get to see their family's prints and legacy for many generations to come. It never goes away. And so like the authenticity behind it is just beautiful and unique. And Airstreams, something beautiful I love about Airstreams are used in people's lives, not just as a camper. They're used as a vehicle of transformation. You can take an Airstream and convert it into an office, an ADU, a hotel, you name it. So why not create apparel and accessories that also has that transformational vibe?
Yes. Speaking of Airstream, I just stayed in an Airstream Airbnb. Our friends just purchased a property on a lake, and they converted an Airstream to be part of the Airbnb. And it was like 3 weeks ago. I just stayed in one. First time I ever done that. It was awesome. The back window, which is just bulbous and beautiful, overlooks this lake, and it's iconic too. It's Americana. I'm pretty sure that Airstreams were created in the United States.
Oh, they were actually created in the United States and Ohio.
Yeah.
Basically, Airstream supports probably around 4,000 people in terms of jobs.
Wow.
It's its own little city. It's
Yeah.
magnificent. And on the plant, like the things they do for the people, there's free lunch, breakfast. It's an unbelievable, like seeing also women like driving and create like building, like they're on forklifts and they're handling metal and aluminum and everything, like, and just so many women around that. I really love that part. But the plants it's insane. And the fact that it is made here in America is just even more special.
What's the big play for you? What's the long-term goal? I mean, you have a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
I'm not just talking about your company that you're promoting here today. I want to know what's your long-term play, what you have planned for yourself.
Well, have you ever heard of I shouldn't maybe say this, but pretty much like
Say it now.
CAA, my dream was to be as big as they are.
The agency, the talent agency?
Yes.
So this is totally left field because what you've talked about so far.
She represents talent, brands, everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's really our company represents talent. We actually have the master agreement rights to MrBeast. That's a brand new one.
Wow.
I'm sure if you know, like he's the world's largest content curator.
Yes, he is.
Over 660 million followers. So our company's building and basically that we just want to get bigger and better. And what makes our company different is we do offer a more unique, personalized experience. I'm not rocking up at these shows, having someone build our booths and, we just rock up here to sell and talk to people. We design, create, and build and schlep and like handle everything soup to nuts with everything we do.
I love it. Bonita, and you are Bonita. That means beautiful, right? And was it Spanish?
Yeah, that was I don't think my parents knew what it meant in South Africa. I think they just liked the name.
Yeah. Well, they were lucky. They were lucky in the mix and truthful. So tell everybody how they could find out more about you.
Well, you can call me, you can email me.
Yeah, but where can they find out more about you and your socials or?
Oh, I have socials. Yeah. Those.
Yeah. What are those? Tell us what those are.
Instagram.
What's your handles?
Highlight_LA.
Highlight_LA.
Yeah, because we're the highlight of every moment.
Oh my God, look at you. Look at you. You're perfect. You know what you're doing. You're a good promoter and everything. And that's why you've accomplished so much, Well, we know the same people, but I'm a hyper, but when I see another like alpha hyper person that really is like moving and shaking, like I read it right away. I'm like, okay. And I love it. And I just know for a fact, whatever you're, even though you had a setback, it's like, it doesn't matter. You've already, everything you've done at this point, I could see you forming more of what you want, where you want to go. You have great energy about you.
And I'll tell you that even though that was a setback, it was such a big setback that now nothing seems like a setback.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because that was so huge.
What's the material?
And also knowing like what not to ever do again.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. Gear up for your next adventure and head over to BOLOTOR.com to check out the amazing Bolo Pack and their other innovative outdoor gear. Catch you next time.